Hello, my dear friend. I want you to listen closely today because this story may change the way you see life. It's not a story about superheroes or miracles. It's a story about something far more powerful, the strength of the human mind. There was once a man named Noah. He wasn't famous. He didn't have millions in the bank. He didn't even finish college. But there was something about him, something invisible yet unshakable. People said he was calm like the ocean before sunrise. No matter what happened around him, he never lost control. When people insulted him, he smiled. When life broke him, he rebuilt. When storms came, he stood still. Everyone wondered, how can one person be this strong? But Noah wasn't always like that. Years ago, he was just like you and me, emotional, anxious, full of fear. He used to react to everything. If someone ignored him, he felt worthless. If someone criticized him, he couldn't sleep. If life didn't go his way, he felt like giving up. One day, his whole world crashed. He lost his job. His girlfriend left. His best friend betrayed him. He felt broken, lost, and alone. He would sit in his room for hours thinking, why me? Why does life always hurt the good people? But pain has a strange way of teaching us what comfort never can. One night, Noah looked at himself in the mirror, eyes red, heart heavy, and whispered, I can't live like this anymore. That was the night his transformation began. He didn't become mentally strong overnight. He built it, slowly, painfully, day by day. And today, I'm going to share his secret with you. Because if Noah could rise, you can too. Lesson 1. Control your reactions. Noah learned something powerful. You can't control people, but you can always control your reaction. In the past, when someone shouted at him, he shouted back. When someone lied, he got angry. When something went wrong, he panicked. But one day, he realized that his reactions were giving away his power. So he made a promise to himself. I will not react emotionally. I will respond intelligently. It wasn't easy. Sometimes his anger burned like fire. Sometimes his heart wanted to explode. But instead of shouting, he started breathing. Instead of fighting, he started observing. Instead of reacting, he started thinking. And something beautiful happened. The more he stayed calm, the more power he felt inside. Because calmness is not weakness. It is self-control in action. You see, storms don't destroy strong trees. They reveal their roots. And your reaction reveals your strength. Lesson 2. Build emotional distance. One day, Noah's old friend came back. The same friend who betrayed him once. The friend said, Bro, I made a mistake. Let's be friends again. The old Noah would have trusted immediately. But the new Noah smiled gently and said, I forgive you, but I've learned my lesson. You see, mental strength is not about being cold. It's about protecting your peace. Noah stopped letting everyone have access to his emotions. He learned that not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Some people come only to take your energy and leave you empty. So he started creating emotional distance. Not out of hate, but out of wisdom. He learned that silence is sometimes the best reply. He learned that saying no is also a form of self-respect. Lesson 3. Detach from outcomes. Noah was working hard to start a small art business. He spent months preparing, but when he launched, it failed. No customers, no profit. The old Noah would have cried, complained, and quit. But this time, he smiled and said, The process is my reward. That's mental strength. It's not about always winning. It's about not breaking when you lose. He detached himself from the result and focused on effort. Because when you give your best, you've already won, even if no one claps for you. He used to say, the goal is not success. The goal is mastery. And when you focus on mastery, success quietly follows. Lesson 4. Stop being addicted to approval. Noah used to post everything online. His meals, his selfies, his thoughts. And every time he didn't get enough likes, he felt invisible. But one day he asked himself, why do I need strangers to tell me I'm enough? That question hit deep. He realized he was living for validation instead of self-respect. So he stopped posting for attention and started working in silence. Months later, the same people who ignored him were asking how he changed so much. That's the irony of life. When you stop chasing attention, you start attracting respect. Strong people don't need approval. They build themselves quietly until even silence makes noise. Lesson 5. Turn pain into power. Noah once said, the worst days of my life became the best teachers. He began to see pain differently. Every time life hurt him, he would write in his journal, what is this pain trying to teach me? When he lost his job, it taught him creativity. When he was betrayed, it taught him boundaries. When he was rejected, it taught him patience. Pain became his mentor. Because pain, when faced with courage, becomes wisdom. You cannot escape pain in this world, but you can use it. Let your heartbreaks build your empathy. Let your failures sharpen your focus. Let your loneliness teach you peace. That's what mental strength really is, transforming your wounds into wisdom. Lesson 6. Choose discipline over motivation. Every morning, Noah woke up early, even when he didn't feel like it. He read, exercised, and worked on his art. One of his friends once asked, how are you so motivated every day? Noah smiled and said, I'm not. I'm disciplined. Motivation is like a spark. It burns fast and disappears. But discipline is like fire. It stays. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Noah showed up every day, not because it was easy, but because he respected his goals. And that's something every mentally strong person understands. Discipline is self-love in disguise. Lesson 7. Learn to be alone. There was a time when silence scared Noah. He couldn't sit alone without music, without noise, without distraction. His thoughts would attack him. But slowly, he learned to be alone. Not lonely, but alone. He would take long walks without his phone, sit near the lake, and just breathe. And in that quiet space, he found something priceless. Clarity. He realized that solitude is not emptiness. It's where you hear your own voice. It's where you recharge your mind. You don't always need company. You need connection with yourself. When you become comfortable alone, you become unstoppable among people. Because no one can control someone who doesn't fear solitude. Lesson 8. Accept what you can't control. Noah once read a quote that changed his life. It said, peace begins the moment you accept things as they are. He stopped trying to control everything. People, outcomes, situations. When someone left, he let them go. When things failed, he accepted it. Acceptance didn't mean weakness. It meant maturity. Because the more you fight reality, the more you suffer. Strong minds understand that some things are not meant to be fixed, only understood. So now, whenever something went wrong, Noah would take a deep breath and say, it is what it is. I will still move forward. That's not giving up. That's growing up. Lesson 9. Focus on the present moment. Noah used to live in his head, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, until he realized he was missing his life. So he made a new rule: be where your feet are. When he ate, he focused on the taste. When he walked, he felt the ground. When he worked, he gave 100%. His anxiety began to fade. Because peace lives in the present moment, not in yesterday's pain or tomorrow's fear. The more you live here, the lighter you feel. Lesson 10. Practice gratitude every single day. Before sleeping, Noah would write 3 things he was grateful for, even on the worst days. Some nights it was as simple as, I have a bed, I have food, I have hope. And slowly that habit changed him. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it gives you the strength to survive it. When you focus on what's good, your mind becomes stronger than what's bad. Gratitude trains your brain to see possibilities, not problems. And a grateful mind is an unbreakable mind. Years passed. Noah built a small art studio. He began teaching children how to draw. People loved his calm presence. His students said he was more than a teacher. He was peace in human form. When someone asked him, "What's your secret?" he smiled and said, "My secret is simple. I stopped letting the world control my mind." He didn't say he never felt sad. He didn't say he never felt fear. He said, "I still feel everything, but I don't let it control me anymore." That's what mental strength truly is. It's not the absence of emotion. It's mastery over reaction. My friend Noah's story isn't special because he had talent or luck. It's special because he chose to rise every time he fell. You can do the same. You can build mental strength. You can control your emotions. You can train your mind to stay calm in chaos. Start small. Breathe before reacting. Choose patience over panic. Choose silence over anger. Choose peace over drama. The world is loud, but your mind doesn't have to be. And remember, strength is not built in comfort. It's built in pain, in failure, in silence, and in persistence. Every time you stay calm, you grow. Every time you forgive, you grow. Every time you choose discipline, you grow. So let this story remind you. You are stronger than you think. The secret of mental strength is not hidden in books or success quotes. It's already inside you, waiting to be trained, waiting to be awakened. You just have to believe in your power and use it wisely.